you wanna go insane, either way, baby, we could go on. We could do it all night. We could go all night, all night. Do we heal, do we bleed? I'ma follow your lead. We could go all night.
I've been calm, cool, collected, but you pushing on my nerves. And knowing your intention, I'm under pressure. Okay, I'm admitting that a couple things I said got acidic in the tone and the presence, I get careless. Long as you know I come with imperfections. When you look at me, you see the soul through my flesh. You something special. Know you looking bomb, the way you dress it, gone flex it, hold it still and let my mind digest. You got the leverage, you got the upper handle on the situation. You worthy of a million more of the storms that we weather. We fight retreating, then fuck, but you trying to kill the cycle. When nobody's stressing that body like me, I know the way you like it. I treat you like a queen, run the castle.
We could do it all night. We could go all night. Love in the ocean. But if you wanna go insane, either way, baby, we could go on. We could do it all night. We could go all night, all night. Do we heal, do we bleed? I'ma follow your lead. We could go all night.
I've been calm, cool, collected, but you pushing on my nerves. And knowing your intention, I'm under pressure. Okay, I'm admitting that a couple things I said got acidic in the tone and the presence, I get careless. Long as you know I come with imperfections. When you look at me, you see the soul through my flesh. You something special. Know you looking bomb, the way you dress it, gone flex it, hold it still and let my mind digest. You got the leverage, you got the upper handle on the situation. You worthy of a million more of the storms that we weather. We fight retreating, then fuck, but you trying to kill the cycle. When nobody's stressing that body like me, I know the way you like it. I treat you like a queen, run the castle.
We could do it all night. We could go all night.
Good morning, everybody. How is everybody doing? I pushed the slide back because I was a little tired. I ain't gonna lie. Girl, didn't get to bed till late last night. But I'll just come in. You know what? I was just thinking about my live yesterday. You know, shout out to Pretty Chocolate Girl. You know, she was saying how she misses her mother. She misses her mother for the holidays. And people do get stressed out. People do get depressed during the holidays. And I ain't the one. Just keep it 100. I can't stand these holidays. Because I be like, can we must move to January? My birthday's in January. So I hate December. I hate November and December. Okay, I ain't in the best of moods. But thank you, Queen Immunity, thank you. But since I got kids, I do have to put up a tree and all this other kind of stuff. Good, But people do get depressed and sad during the holidays when they don't have their loved ones, and so I try to keep my spirits up. Talking to my friends. My aunts, I talk to my aunts a lot now that my mother is gone. And so I just say is just keep pressing on. Your loved ones will not want you to feel sad during the holidays. Just remember the happy times, the good times you had with them. And so that's my advice to people who are missing their loved ones during the holidays. Now I could go say shopping, but I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that, but it is difficult because I ain't gonna lie. I miss my mama during the holidays, the cooking and the stuff that she made good meals that everybody can't duplicate, can't even come close to it. Okay, it don't taste that damn good, but yeah. So during the holidays, keep yourself occupied. Don't spend time by yourself. Spend time with family. And I personally, good morning, Derek. I am gonna be doing some binge watching because you know what? I love the Sons of Antioch, the motorcycle club, and like 4 or 5 years ago, I binged the whole 7 seasons. No, the whole 6 seasons. I binged for 3 days. I was in my pajamas for 3 days. So I just say I'm gonna be binging, watching that over because I love that show. I'm too bad they canceled it, but I love the show. So I think they should bring it back, and bring it back. Yeah, hold on 1 minute. So yeah, so I just say binge watch, do things that's gonna make you happy during the holidays. Now you know Bath and Body Works got some good good Bath and Body Works got some good sales. You know, don't spend too much money, but go buy something for yourself. Go make yourself a little happy if you want to. But during the holidays, don't be depressed. I just think you should do something that's gonna make yourself happy, and something you're missing your loved ones. So I just say, just for me, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to Bath and Body Works and get some stuff for me and my kids. But as I get older, as I'm a grandmother now, you know, the traditions that my mom taught me, and you know, my family, I'm gonna be teaching my grandson. And so was last year, no, not last year, but year before last, I was really depressed. I was really, hey Victoria, hey Buttercup, Barbie. I was really depressed during the holidays, not this year, but year before. I was depressed, and a couple of my friends called me over, and they made pound cake, and we ate, and we ate and everything, and they helped me lift my spirits. But I appreciate that, but it's nothing like having your mom cook stuff that you know you love. But I'll say is just don't be depressed during these holidays. Me, I'm gonna be binge watching some shows that I have not seen or have not looked at. But yes, just have some fun, enjoy your family, enjoy yourself, and being, hey Beach, how you doing? I know people get depressed during the holiday. People get to drinking and acting the food, and I'll just say is just spend some time reflecting, loving on your kids, just doing things for them. Because my kids, I'm keeping 100. When I almost died in March last year and had them blood clots, my kids was my inspiration to get me out the bed, was get me back to walking. My son, the first day I was out the hospital, the next day my son was with me at the park walking, because my doctor said I couldn't go to the gym. But next day my son was at the park with me walking. So I just say they are inspiration to me. They want keeps me going. They keeps me alive. And my mom, she would want me to go on, be a good mother, and her legacy lives on in us anyway. And so I just say, don't be depressed, you know, keep it moving, do what you gotta do, and reflect. Me at this time in my life, I'm reflecting because life was almost cut short for me. So I'm living personally, I'm living every day like it's my last. Okay. I'm doing shit on my bucket list that I ain't letting nobody tell me I can't go. I'm writing things. I have a whole list of things that I'm doing, and I'm not gonna let nobody do it. Like I said, for my 50th birthday, I'm gonna be in Jamaica. I might not be in Jamaica on my 50th birthday, but I'm be there on my 49th birthday. Okay, so I'm doing things in a 2-piece baby suit. I'm doing things now. I realized being sick in the hospital, I realized it was things that I feel like I haven't done. I didn't finish. I didn't do. I'm doing shit that I want to do. I'm not letting nobody stop me. I don't need no negative Nancy's in my life. And if you negative Nancy, you got to go. You got to go. That is truly, this is the highest time of suicide. At the end of the year, I pray nobody's troubles they find peace. Yes, it is the highest of suicide. And yes, and I'm gonna be for years I hated these holidays. When I got divorced, I hated the holidays because the kids would go with their daddy on the holidays. So for years I hated the holidays. And then you know how your ex would ask you, well, come on over because we know you ain't got nobody. I used to hate that shit too. Okay. And so for years, but when I started doing foster care, you know, I had other kids with me, so we would do things. But I last year when I adopted my children, I made an effort to put up a tree, have the house like it is Christmas in here. And let me tell you something, I ain't the best of decorate the tree. I called my older sister. She had that bitch looking so damn good. Okay. But I was happy about that because I wanted my adopted kid to know we got Christmas in here. And my other kids, my grown kid was like, we ain't never had a tree. I was like, we ain't never had a tree. We ain't never had a tree. But I'm doing more things to make them know that I love them. We got Christmas in here. Santa Claus is coming to town, and it's the mama. Okay, I'm a Santa Claus, but I'm coming to town. But yes, I am making sure that Christmas is lights, glitter, and no matter how I'm feeling, I'm gonna make sure Christmas is special for them. Okay, and so that's important to me. So I got me a tree, it lights up, it's decorated, and it's gonna be decorated in a minute. And so I'm happy about that. Suicide is a big thing when people are lonely and depressed and think nobody don't care about them. And so people are missing loved ones, family, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, cousins, and it is. And so the people who are my girlfriends, they always hey Drea, come over here and eat with us. We know you single, come over here and eat with us. And I appreciate all them people. And shout out to my friend Deidre Collins, my girl who do my hair. She always said I had a plate at her house. She always, and I appreciate that sister and her husband and her family open her doors to me and my kids, because Andrea ain't the best cook, but my girl Deidre, she can throw down. Okay. And so we would go to her house and eat. But I appreciate all them people who knew I didn't have nobody, and they called me over and said, come and eat with my family, come and stay with my family. Erica Hunter, she invited me and my kids over. So I appreciate all them people. Thanksgiving and Christmas, when I didn't have nobody, they were saying, come and eat with my family, come and hang out with us, because not everybody don't want to be alone on the holidays. And so I just say that during this Christmas time, and Thanksgiving, people are lonely. They feel sad, and sometimes people don't have nobody. And especially if you a single mom, and then you and maybe you ain't close to your mama and your family, it takes a village to be people. So I'll just say is, a friend, she ain't got some kids, she ain't doing nothing, you ain't doing nothing, call her up and say, hey, let's hit the kids do something. Because Thanksgiving, me and my kids, we're going to see the new Black Panther movie. That's what we're going to see. Okay, I already told them we're going to see the Black Panther movie. Can't wait to see it. They can't either. And so I am finding myself more happy during the holidays, because I ain't gonna lie, I be saying, shoot, when I got divorced, it's been 15, 20 years now. I hated the holidays. I was like, you could have the kids on the holidays, and their stepmother, she always had the house decorated with Christmas and stuff. And so that's why I didn't put up a tree or do nothing stuff like that. But now my kids, I put up a tree. They can't wait they already put their Christmas list out. They already vote for Santa Claus, and I just want to see them happy. Now, my parents, they didn't celebrate Christmas, because Christmas when my mom cooked, but she didn't buy no gifts. We didn't have no tree. So what she did was, 2 weeks before we had to go back to school, she would go buy us clothes. So my friend said, what did y'all give for Christmas? I was like, we got new toys, we got new clothes, but she never wrapped the gifts up. She would bring it home, but she never wrapped it up. And we never had a Christmas tree in my house. And no Christmas tree in my house, no decorations in my house. My dad didn't believe that. He thought it was too much money. So I'm learning how to decorate the house with Christmas and stuff. And so my sister, she buried in me. But I'm doing it for the kids. And I have a grandson, and I can't wait to go get my grandson some Christmas gifts. I can't wait to get him some Christmas gifts. So and my grandson has been a blessing in my life. And he makes me happy in the morning when I see him get up. He makes me feel with life and enjoyment, and I can't wait to tell him old tales and old stories. And he can see his grandmama on YouTube too. So and every time I see my grandson, he makes me feel like that's legacy. He's a part of my DNA. So when I'm gone, he'll know that his grandma was a good person. And so I'll just say to people, it is suicide, people depressed, people drinking because they can't mask the pain. So just show the people that sometimes they're not close to their families or not gonna be with their families on the holidays a little grace and mercy. Sometimes I say this: everybody needs grace and mercy. Everybody needs a second chance. This is that famous saying by Don King, only in America. Okay, people get second chances. People get grace and mercy, and sometimes when people are trying to change, people don't see the change in the people. They always say that's the old you. So when the people are trying to change and trying to do better, praise the doing better. We should. When people are evolving as people, evolving as a person, evolving as a human being, we should praise that. Because not everybody stays the same. Not everybody. What I wanted at 22 and what I want at 48 is two different things now. I done grew up, life, trials, tribulations, good times, ups and downs that have taught me the woman I am today. And so, and I'll say the views, the opinions, the thoughts on this channel are just Andrea Lynch's, nobody else. I'm letting everybody know that. Okay. So I'll just say, you should just people evolving. Everybody don't stay the same. I'm not an echo chamber. I don't agree with. I beat to the own drum of my own things. And have I been a hard-headed child? Yes, I have. It don't bother me one bit. I'd rather be the hard head, go against the grain, because I can only say I did it my way. Period. So with that said, I'm just saying, people are evolving. Everybody don't have to do what everybody does. Everybody don't have to hey, peace, love, how you doing today? Everybody don't have to be the same. I'm not the same. I'm a different woman at 48 years old. What I like and what I don't like is two different things. Okay. And I had my kids young at 22. I had my kids at 20, 23 and 24. I'm a different mom with my adopted children. I'm a different mom because I'm 48. I'm seasonal. I'm 48. I know things. I know better. I can understand a little better. So when you have life experiences, life has taught you. Life have gave you some ups and downs, some setbacks, some minor setbacks, some God is teaching you how to be grateful of what you got and who's in your life. Man, it teaches you to be humble. And sometimes I don't think everybody know how to be humble. I don't think everybody know how to be grateful, because shit, I'm grateful with life. I'm happy with life. Life ain't been perfect for Andrea Lynch, but the trials, the tribulations, the divorce, the depression, the domestic violence have taught me the woman I am today. And I wouldn't change it for nobody. Because all them experiences have made me a better woman. All them experiences and having kids at a young age, divorce, I always wanted 4 kids. Being a second mom, a second time around at 45 is different. And I'm happy. I'm happy that, hey TC, how you doing this morning? I'm happy. And have I changed? I have evolved. I have changed in so many ways. What I don't like, what I am. Who can't change me? Who can't change my opinion? My hardcore opinion. See, I was raised up in the church. Okay, I've been going to church since I was a little girl, and I learned something. You can't shake me. You can't mold me to what you want me to be. I'm gonna do it my way. And I ain't trying to hurt nobody. I ain't trying to get nobody killed. I'm trying to be the peaceful I can. But the old Andrea Lynch, if you had a knew who she was, she would cuss your ass out, hang your phone on, and block your ass. The new me with therapy have helped me. I'm gonna try to hear your side. And if I don't like your side, I'm gonna still block your ass. I ain't gonna cuss you out. but I'm gonna block you and keep it moving. Sometimes you got friends, family is blocking your blessing. They're in your way because they be a negative Nancy. They're in your way because they want to tell you they're too scared to move, but you are always been a wild card. You was always moving. They're too scared to take a risk because it don't matter to you. I can lose it all today and I can build myself back up. I have. I told you I've been homeless. I told you I have built myself back up. I've been divorced. My credit was bad. I filed bankruptcy. Okay, I can build myself back up, and it's okay, because the God in me tell me He will never fail me. So I'm just saying, shoot, life is a journey, and these young kids, they don't understand that. I'm thankful for what I got. I'm thankful. I almost died last year with 3 blood clots. I'm thankful that I'm still here to take care of my kids, my grandson. I'm thankful. And the church, shout out to my mama and daddy, because I wouldn't have a foundation if they didn't say, the church, praise the Lord, every baby, be grateful. That's the foundation they gave me. That's the foundation that they were saying, look, you gotta pray about it. Because I used to tell my mama sometimes, all that praying ain't helping nobody. But she used to say, I'm faithful at it. It will change. And me and my mom and dad had a falling out. And I will tell you this. I never thought in my life that prayer would change their opinion. But prayer has changed. Prayer can change. Yes, Derek, I was homeless. I was homeless for like 6 months in my life. I had 2 kids. I was homeless. Yeah. And that's why I said, you can't ask somebody to sacrifice something. And that's why I have a problem with, you can't ask somebody to sacrifice something. Because if somebody's saying, look, I've been homeless, ain't had this, and now I got money, now I can take care of myself, now I can do what I can, I ain't going back to the streets. I ain't going back to being homeless. You can't ask somebody that. Yes. And so I'm just saying, I know I'm a testimony. Like I said, domestic violence, divorce, 28 years old. I started being a foster parent at 28 years old. I'm about to be 48 and I'm still doing foster care. Okay? It's a marathon. Life is a marathon. Life is a marathon. These young kids want it now. They want it now. It's a marathon. You can't get it now. And my mama used to say, sometimes you gotta crawl before you walk. Some people want everything right now. We want fast money. They want this. They want that. You know what? I'm at the point in my life. It is what it is. I ain't gonna let nobody. That includes my mama, my sister, my brother, my friends, my family, my kids, hold me back. I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do. I got a bucket list, and like I said, I'm gonna be in Jamaica on my 49th birthday. I'm gonna be in Jamaica on a 2-piece bathing suit. That's on my bucket list. Now I've been to Jamaica on a cruise, but I'm going to Jamaica. And I got a bucket list. That's why I said, if I can overcome, and what nobody don't know, because I don't really tell nobody, I have a learning disability. Yeah, so dude, I had it in school. But what nobody don't know is I overcame that because my mother had diabetes. She told me how to cook because she said to me, I might not be here. Okay, I might die early. I might get my leg amputated. God willing, my mother didn't get her leg amputated until she was 72 years old. But she made me cook early. I had to go to school. I had to get a job. She made me, even though I had a learning disability, she pushed me out in the world to take care of myself. So I'm a business owner. I got my own shit, been taking care of my own self and my own kids. Spite of me having a learning disability. So I'm a testimony that you can't stop me. You can't. You might set me back. I might cry for a minute, but I will get back up and trust and believe. Life have gave Andrea Lynch some blows. Sometimes I ain't got no money. My car have got repossessed. Gave me some blows. Big time. And I was like, how am I gonna make it? How? But the God in me, my faith in me, I got back up. Got back up. I ain't let nobody tell me what I can't do. I have accomplished so many things in my life. And I might not be a college educated woman. Yeah, I might not I have my degree, but it ain't all about going to college, because life experiences is a better teacher than a damn college is. I'm sorry. Now I do want my kids to go to college, but all I'm saying is life have taught me better than college have. Okay. I'm just saying. Now I want my kids to have a college education, but life have taught me better. Okay. Life. And sometimes you got friends, you got family is in your ear saying you can't do this, you can't start this, because know why? They ain't risk takers. This shit can all burn down tomorrow and I will build it back up the next day, piece by piece. Piece by piece. I didn't come in here, but I think I'm preaching today, okay? But I'm just saying, you can do good for yourself. You can't let nobody stop you, because when you let people stop you, they in your ear telling you can't do this. They in your ear telling you can't do that. They in your ear watching your money. They in your ear doing this, doing that. Your hair ain't looking good. You ain't looking good. You fat. You all this. Damn it. Do you love yourself? Because you worry about what the hell I'm doing. I'm just saying, people, we better than that. And when I say, I'm not ashamed that I say I was homeless. I'm not ashamed to say I had domestic violence. I'm not ashamed to say I was divorced at 28 and had 2 kids. I ain't ashamed, because let me tell you something. Veronica and Quentin are 20. Quentin is 23. Veronica is 24. I got a grandson. They ain't got no criminal record. They ain't been nobody prison. And I damn this. Now that co-parenting is a motherfucker, but we did it. And my kids are my proven testimony as me, as a woman and as a mother, because of love and unconditional. When I didn't have no home, when I didn't have no money, when my car blew up right in front of the gas station, my kids say, "Mama, I love you. We got this." When I had to, my 17-year-old daughter had to teach me how to ride a bus, because I didn't even know how to ride a bus at 37 years old. I ain't mad about it. It was what it was. I'm glad I did it. I went through it. I'm better for it. And I ain't let nobody. I don't care who don't like it. I'm going to say it again. I ain't going back to the streets. So you can say if I'm slave to my money, you can say I'm slave to my house. You can say I'm slave to Amazon. And what I show is I want comfort. I want peace. I want time. And I won't not going back to something that I don't want to go back to. So I feel like Black folks is always hypocritical of Black folks. Everybody don't got to be and do it the way you do it. And let me tell you something. You can ask my mother this. I have always been a hard-headed child. Okay, I don't do everything she say, because I beat to the drum of my own. And I learned something is I have failed in life. I have failed in life. But the one thing I can say is I rose back up. I did it my way. And I don't regret nothing. Do I regret my first car ever getting repossessed at my job? No, I don't. It taught me a lesson. It taught me I got into a bad contract. Okay. It taught me a lesson is I need to file bankruptcy. It taught me a lesson is I need to pick a better company. It taught me lessons. And sometimes the lesson, I am a person, I need lessons. I don't need somebody telling me do it this way, do it my way. I don't learn that way. I learn by lessons. I learn I gotta bump my head. When I bump my head, I'm better. All that talking, it irritates me and it makes me go the other way. Just on GP. I'm just saying who I am. So the lessons that my mama and my daddy have taught me, you know, my mama and daddy weren't perfect, but they were damn good. Because what they said was every Sunday we go to church, we pray together. We go to church and pray together. The Black community forgot the church was a centerpiece of their life. And yes, do I know community? I give back to my community every day. Every day as a foster parent, I'm giving back to my community. Every day as a foster parent, because why I pushed my line back, I was on a IEP for my foster child. I'm giving back every day. So don't talk to me if you ain't giving back to your community, because I'm giving back to my community every day. I have sacrificed. Don't get me wrong. I love being a foster parent, but being a foster parent, you have a sacrifice. Sometimes you can't have no man. Sometimes you can't have everybody coming to your house, because if your cousin got a criminal record, he can't be around your kids. Okay? Everybody come around my house are being fingerprinted. Okay? And don't get me wrong, my grown kids sometimes feel like the sacrifice is too much. But at the end of the day, when I see my adopted children are happy when I pick them up from school, when I see them being beautiful, when I see them looking good, and let me tell you something, I am so picky of how they go to school. And let me tell you how good I'm a foster parent I am. I take a picture every morning. So when somebody say, Andre, the kids had on, let me go to my phone, because I got a picture of my kid every day. Okay, so don't tell me about giving back to the community, because are you sacrificing for your community? Because I am. And I don't just keep Black children, I keep white children, I keep Mexican children, I keep all kinds of kids in my house. Because don't tell me you're giving back to your community, because I'm giving back to my community. I'm doing the best if I can for my community. The children are my future. That's who I can reach, because the adults, they get on my motherfucking nerves. They have tantrum and crying out, and I don't know what the hell they're crying out. But when the child cry out, I know what that's about. So I feel like my gift is to teach children. So let me teach them how to take care of themselves. Let me teach them how to be good students. Let me teach them how to have life skills. Let me teach them so when they go back home with their mama and daddy, they can be a helpmate to their mama and daddy. Because let me tell you something, if it wasn't for Lottie Mae and William, I wouldn't know how to be a good parent I am today. So when people come back and say to me about community and all this other side of stuff, I'm saying again, you can't ask somebody to do something when they've been poor, they've been homeless, and they have got to a point in their life. I got my mama good, my family good, and let me get back to the community. First, my family's first. I'm just saying. So don't ask nobody don't ask somebody to sacrifice something if you ain't willing to sacrifice. Because I'm gonna keep it 100. I ain't willing to sacrifice no more. I have labored. I have sacrificed. I have learned lessons. I have. It might not be the lessons that everybody else. I don't learn as just as everybody else. But I ain't mad with nobody either. Because even though I had a learning disability, it never hindered me. It never. And thanks to my mother, who was always advocating for me. My mother, who was always at the IEP meeting. My mother, who was always looking her damnedest at that IEP meeting. You couldn't tell Miss Thompson she didn't look good at the IEP meeting. Because when she came to the IEP meeting, she represented the family. And when I go to an IEP meeting for my children, adopted, foster, it don't matter. I'm representing all of us. Being a foster parent ain't no joke. I don't get over here asking for cash apps. I don't get over here asking for shit for my kids. Okay? I'm telling you, I take care of them. But being a foster parent, sometimes you sacrificing. And I'm okay with the sacrifice. It's all good. It's all good. I'm okay with the sacrifice. I ain't asking nobody. I don't ask somebody for no cash apps. I don't say somebody do this for me. I don't say nothing. But let me tell you something. The day that my kids come home with good report cards, I get up early in the morning, and I'm not a morning person. I hate getting up in the morning, but I have a child who got tutoring early in the morning at 7:30. I make sure he's at the school at 7:30 for his tutoring, because it ain't about me. I'm 48 years old. It's about the kids. And reason I'm a foster parent, because the kids are the future. Whatever they want to do. But y'all don't know. They got a lot of requirements on being a foster parent. You got a lot of requirements on. You got to sacrifice. I just can't have a boyfriend in my house. I just can't have anybody over my house. No, they have to be fingerprinted. So when you say giving back to the community, I give back to my community more than anybody. And I'm okay. I'm okay with it. I ain't mad with nobody. It's a gift. It's a talent. It's my calling. Because I know what I'm good at. I recognize at 36 years old, at 28 years old, I was good as a foster parent. Because I had a mother who had 7 kids who taught me how to be somebody. I'm just saying, and when you talk about giving back to the community, I give back to my community every day. When I see when I pick up my kids every day, when the parents say thank you every day, I'm giving back to my community. I don't want to hear nobody saying something about. So when you get back to your community, holler at Andrea Lynch. Tell me what you doing. Tell me how you making this world a better place. Because the song said, "Reach out and touch somebody." Because I'm reaching out and touching these children. I'm reaching out and touching them every day. The teachers told me this morning, Miss Lynch, he's there at school every day. Miss Lynch, he looks good. He smells good. I'm proud of that. That is my legacy. Don't tell me about the community. Because sometimes I think the Black community fails each other. I'm just saying. We want to get on here and say we doing this and we doing that. What you doing? Show me. Show me. When you holler at me and tell me what you're doing with the community. Holler at me. What's your advocate in the community? Because I'm giving back every day. Every day. Because let me tell you something. Being a foster parent is 24 hours. I don't get no vacation. When I go on vacation, I got to pay somebody to watch my children to make sure they're safe and not no harm's way. Thank God I have 2 older kids who knows I'm a foster parent who can watch my kids. I got some girlfriends who are foster parents. But it takes a community to raise kids. Giving back to the community. Just tell me you're giving back to the community. Don't say I am when you ain't. Don't say you doing and you not. I'm just saying. I didn't get on here to preach this morning, but that was on my heart. That was on my heart. And I'm just saying, being a foster parent, I'm giving it up next year. Next year will be my last. I'm giving it up. I'm turning 48, and I think it's something else that I can do in the schedule of being a foster parent. I think I need to write some bills. There's some other things I need to do. But don't tell me about the sacrifice. I sacrifice. Don't tell me I gotta do IEP meetings. Don't tell me I gotta do counseling. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. It's more money. And the one thing that people I think, oh, you getting paid for it. It ain't that much money, baby, like that. Kids need so much. Kids need so much. Hey, foot soldier, kids need so much. I don't got my cash app out here. Cash me this, cash me that. No, I don't. I take it on the chin and keep it moving. I take it on the chin and do the best I can because my mama showed me how to make it happen with money and then with no money. What I'm just saying is, don't come talk to me about community when I'm giving back to the community. I'm sacrificing. And you know what? And I just thought about this. I appreciate Medgar, Martin, Malcolm, and whoever else sacrificed. Because I would say this, they wives, they children, they knew the sacrifice that they was giving up. They knew that I believe Martin, Medgar, Malcolm knew they was not going to be here that long. They had to make an impact on the world at an early age. I believe they knew in their heart that they was not going to be here in longevity. But Andrea Lynch, when I almost died, I thought about that. I got more work to do. I got to see my legacy. I got to see my son. I got to see my daughter. I got to see my grandson. I got to see. And so I'm living that. I'm living every day by day. I'm living my best life. I'm living every day like it's my last. And I ain't gonna let nobody. I'm at the point in my life. I'm about to be 48 come January 28, God rest. I'm about to be 48 come January 28. I'm not letting nobody. I don't care if my sister, my brother, my friend, my kids stop me from doing what the hell I want to do. Because when you come to an age that you don't see it all, you don't hear it all, I'm at a point in my life. Yes, I'm black. I'm a proud black woman. Yes, I am. And I love being a black woman. Don't get me wrong. But you know what? I'm at a point in my life. I'm sick and I'm tired of listening to us black folks complaining about the same bullshit. Put your money where your mouth is. Put your money where your mouth is. So when you do that, then talk to me about the shit that's going on. Because I feel like this. If you ain't putting your money where your mouth is, stop talking. Because I'm making a difference. I got kids right now can come back to me and say, Miss Andrea was my foster mom. Now we had to go over there. We had to vacuum. We had to clean our room up, but she made sure that we was clean, we looked good, and we was gonna go home with that same thing that she taught us at her house. I took it home to my mama's house. And do I regret the sacrifice I had to be as a foster parent? No, because the reward that he has gave me, it has gave me the blessing or reward. When in some days as a foster parent, when I was going through a depression, them were the days I was get out of bed, take my kids to school, watch movies with them. When I was going through my own depression, they was the inspiration to keep me going. They was the inspiration to say, look, it ain't about me. It's somebody else need me a little worse. And thank God that I had two mothers, a mother and a father who gave me the foundation to take care of other people's kids. Because why? I have learned how to take care of other people's kids because my mother was a daycare provider in Phoenix, Arizona, and she had kids, doctors and lawyers, white doctors and lawyers. And when they wanted to go out, we had to watch the kids. Me and my sister, and my mama used to say, don't go over their house touching their shit. Don't go over their house answering their phone. Don't go over their house eating anything. Don't go over to their house messing up anything. That's what she would tell us. My mother told us that. And all the time they want to go on dates, they would call us back to watch her kids. So the foundation of the Black community is where we have lost. Until we get back to the foundation of the church, family, the church and the family. When we get back to that, we'll be a better people. So don't tell me about a sacrifice. Don't tell me. I'm just saying, don't tell me about a sacrifice. Okay, because I'm sacrificing every day. And I ain't mad with nobody. Now, have I been mad? You damn right I have. But I ain't mad with nobody because the sacrifice have taught me that everybody, just because they Black, ain't for you. Okay? And because you call me my sister, don't mean you for me either. But it's some good people, good values. Shout out to North Carolina, Green Level. That's my parents' hometown. They raised them. And when I go home to see my aunts, I know the foundation that my parents laid for us. And so I can give back. I got so much love in my heart. But when you say sacrifice, don't come at me with those sacrifice, because I'm sacrificing every day. Because when you get to have your boyfriend at your house, Andrea Lynch came. When Andrea Lynch want to have a party at my house, I got to have everybody fingerprinted. When I want to go out of town, I got to make sure somebody who's watching my kids got to be fingerprinted. When somebody driving my kids, got to be fingerprinted. And the foster agency don't pay for that. I pay for it out of my own pocket. You want to call sacrifice? Don't tell me about sacrifice. And I ain't angry this morning. I'm just letting you know it ain't easy being a foster parent. It ain't easy. And everybody ain't got the calling. Sacrifice. So when Martin and Malcolm and Megra sacrificed for the Black community, I believe they knew their time was not long on this earth. And do I think Coretta and Martin and Malcolm's wife didn't want them to have a sacrifice? They did. They probably begged them to stay home. They probably begged them to say, this ain't worth it. But sometimes it is okay to fight what you believe, no matter who don't like it. No matter who don't like it. No matter who don't like it. So let me tell you, my ex-husband, my friends, my family said I'm bad with money. You're damn right I am, okay? And I have spent money on dumb shit. But the sacrifice, when shit burned down, who is there to raise it back up? My name is Andrea Lynch. Sometimes I don't be taught. I don't learn that well. I learn by the sacrifice. I learn to bump my head. I learn to get in a car accident. That's how I learn. Everybody don't learn the same way, and it's okay. And I never told nobody. I don't really tell everybody I have a learning disability, because then you think I'm lying. But I don't, and it's not a badge of honor for me either. It is what it is. But I have learned to have businesses. I have learned how to take care of my children. I have learned to be the best mom. And when it comes to Veronica and Quentin, I got 2 Black kids that ain't been in nobody prison. My daughter got a baby, but she's 24 years old. She grown now. My son ain't got a baby mama. That's important, because when I had a son, I said he will not be in nobody's prison. He will not be a criminal record. He will have a good job. He will have every opportunity, because he's my Black son. And I labored, and I put him in everything I could to keep him from the streets. So I'm just saying, when you call sacrifice, when I had to be in the car while he's playing football and I have a graveyard shift I have to go to at night, call sacrifice for the family. I'm just saying. So when you say sacrifice, yeah, I don't sacrifice. When you say sacrifice, yeah, I don't give to the community. And the rewards is more than my sacrifice. And I'm okay with it. I am okay with it. So when you say, like I said, I done been homeless. I done been through domestic violence. I done been through a divorce. I was a single mom with 2 children. It is what it is. I have learned the good, the bad, the ugly. It is. I wouldn't change it for the world. It have gave me the opportunity to know who I am, the opportunity to know. I was raising Veronica and Quentin while, excuse me, I was raising Veronica and Quentin growing up my own self. I was raising them with things that I didn't know how to do. I'm telling you, my 17-year-old daughter know how to ride a bus before I did. But when my car blew up, she taught me how to get on that bus. She showed did. When my car blew up, she showed me how to get on that bus and get to work. She showed me how to, I was going to do it for my family. So when you say sacrifice, you can't tell me about a sacrifice. You can't tell me. When you say sacrifice, I know what that is. So I come over here to preach this morning, but I'm just saying, I sacrifice every day for my family, every day for my community, every day. The children are our future. And my foster care kids, they are going to be somebody because Andrea Lynch, I steal the best of me and them. And I'm proud. I am proud. I am, it don't even, I am so proud. It gives me joy when I hear my kids' teachers say they look good, they smell good, their hair look good, they come to school on time, they go to tutoring on time. That gives me joy this morning. And when you say sacrifice, I'm sacrificing for them because I want them to know the things that I had in my own family. I want the sacrifice that my mother paid. 7 kids is a lot of kids to raise. I'm told her she would be the crazy house for me, but she raised 7 kids. God rest her soul, and we miss her every day. And she sacrificed for the family. So I'm saying, when you say sacrifice for the community, I'm doing it every day. The road ain't been sweet. The road, it's been bitter. It's been hard. It's been crying. It's been, Lord, is it how you failed me yet? But you keep getting back up. You keep getting back up. You keep getting back up. You can't let nobody tell you what you can't do, what you can't be, and what you can't sacrifice. So I'm just saying, when people say sacrifice, it hits a whole different level for Andrea Lynch, because I'm sacrificing every day. And when people tell me about sacrifice, holler at me when you give it back to your community, because I give back to my community, and every day I'm giving back to my community. Every day. Do you think Veronica and Quentin has sacrificed other kids in their house, other kids with sharing their love, but they are so good as human beings? They was like, Mama, the kids need you too. So it's okay for them come and be in our house. And that's how I know I'm giving back to my community. That's how I know that I'm giving back. My own kids know how to give back, help other kids who are not as fortunate as they are. And I ain't saying I'm rich. I ain't saying I got so much money, but I'm doing the best I can to know my kids and to know that we are giving back to our community every day from other kids who don't have, from other kids who need, other kids who don't got. So, sacrifice. I think people should stop saying that word if you ain't sacrificing, because I sacrifice every day for my community. Okay? Well, you know what? Joaquin will be proud. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. I know he's gonna be proud. I know Joaquin is gonna be proud of his grandmother. And I'm not even, it's the testimony of who I am. What did JFK say? What's the famous word? Derek C. Williams. What did JFK say? Don't ask what you could. What is it? I don't want to mess it up. So somebody help me out, please. Okay, what did JFK say? Did he say don't ask what you could do for the? Okay, I don't want to mess it up. So I'm trying. Tell me what JFK said. Okay, Derek, I know you know what JFK said. Derek, did he say don't ask what you could do for the country unless the country's asking? I don't want to mess it up. So let's help me out. You know, all I'm saying is when you say sacrifice, Don't ask Andrea Lynch because I do it every day with no problems. I get up every day. I go to IEPB. I didn't tell y'all a story time, but let me tell you something. I got a phone call last Friday. Okay. I was laying here taking a nap because I don't get off until 2 a.m. because I have daycare kids. But I was taking a nap. My kids were in school. I got a phone call saying, Miss Lynch, come on down to the school. The ambulance is here for one of your kids. They didn't even tell me what happened. I got down to the school. No, the fire department called me. They said, Miss Lynch, what hospital you want me to take him? I said, before you take my son, my foster son, to a hospital, I want to see him, okay? I want to know what's going on. And he said, well, how far are you away from us, Miss Lynch? I said, I'm less than a minute away from the school. I'll be there. I got to the school. They had him on a stretcher. He had a fight at the school. Now, it wasn't his fault. Somebody attacked him. But don't move my child till I get there. If he ain't dying, let me get there. But you talking about a sacrifice? That's a sacrifice because that's me. I'm getting lack of sleep, and I'm gonna get up until 2 a.m. And then what did JS say? He said, "Don't ask what your country can do for you." Okay, that it is. So black people. Stop asking what black people can do for you. What you can do for you. Because I'm sick of it. True. It's a sacrifice. And I don't get it wrong. We as a foster parent, when I got there, they was like, I'm like, they was like, I'm his foster mom. And I'm like, what happened? And then I took him to the hospital. And then he had an x-ray. He was good. And then I went to the school. And I want to know, after he got from the hospital, I want to know what happened to him. And then she told me it's video. Because let me tell you something. My foster son will fight you back. So for him, and the instillment of Andrea Lynch saying, don't fight because you can get suspended. Don't do nothing. He heard what I said. And the child tried to fight him. Calm down. So the sacrifice, when you say that. So I'm just saying, no, we have to, don't ask what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. I'm doing what I can for my country. I'm taking children that need some home, that needs a loving home, somebody who loves them. Somebody who loves him, somebody who care about them, somebody who want to show them some life skills. Somebody who wants to show them that the little boy came to me and honey, he was off the chain. He was bad as a But when they put all the hard children in my house, you know what they say? Andrea Lynch can mold and shape them into good human beings. And honey, I said, I'm tired. I can't do all the children that's a little difficult. But they say, you are the best at it. But sometimes that's a wear and tear on you. But I'm sacrificing. So I'm just, when you say sacrifice, come on with it. I'm just saying. So, I'm just saying, in the Black community, stop asking the athletes, stop asking the entertainers, stop asking them, okay? Because at the end of the day, like me and Derek C. Williams respectfully disagrry. They said much is given, much is given, much is given, much is what is the word? Come on, Derek, it's TC. Much is given, much is got to be received. But sometimes I think we ask our athletes, our entertainers for like too damn much. At the end of the day, they got a family too. Now, you can ask them to help. You can ask them. You can ask them to do the best they can. But they have sacrifice too. Because like I said, who was there when LeBron James was in high school and junior high playing basketball? His mama. She was on that field cheering him on. Who is there when the child is it's a funny thing about it is when people get money and they've been on that field, been practicing hours and hours. The mothers are the ones who sacrifice 3 jobs because we living in a trailer, 3 jobs. The mothers are the one who's on that field praising her son, said he gonna be better. The mothers are. And I'm not including the dads, but 10 out of 20 is them single mamas who are raising them sons and daughters. And so when you say sacrifice, she had worked 3 jobs. She want to get out the hood. And he said, Mama, I got you. You are not going to be in this hood no more. We're going to have a nice house. Nobody's shooting. Why? You can't understand that. Because she has sacrificed for the family. Don't ask nobody when they mama have sacrificed for the family. When he feels like he owe it to her because she made it happen for him. Don't ask nobody. Give them the freedom of choice. Because she have labored. She have worked 3 jobs. She, to whom much is given is much is required. Yes, that's what it is. So when you say an entertainer, a football player, a basketball player, he's old, and he feels his mother, family first. Because what he says is, my mama, my father have sacrificed for me to be the better I can be. And all I'm saying is, she as the mother, because most of them time, them kids getting out the hood, them basketball players, them football players are Black single women. Okay? And what a son, let me tell you, a son's love is what a son wants his mama to do is the sacrifice that she have made for him. He feels like not old, not duty, is his mama. He wants her to have better. And what is the problem? I don't understand. I think it's okay. I know it because if my mama sacrificed on the football field every Saturday, every Sunday, and let me tell you something, them Pee Wee leagues every Saturday morning, them white folks over there kikiing hot with coffee. It's early in the morning for me. I hate that shit. But my son played football. I was there every Sunday, every Saturday morning. Okay. And if a mama feel like it's sacrifice, and if a son loves his mama, and a son wants her to be happy, and if a son feels like I'm at the NFL, I got this money, I'm getting my mama out the hood. Period. I'm gonna make sure in her last days of her life she lived an okay life. That's the son's love for his mama. And the sacrifice that he says she have done for him. It ain't nothing. Let me tell you something. It ain't nothing that my son won't do for me. My son loves the shit out of me. Good, bad, or indifference. But he knows the sacrifice that I have done for the betterment of just not him and his sister, for his sister and his new sister and brother. So I'm saying, as a son who wants to see his mama out the hood, give her a better place to go to, give her a resting place, a peace of mind, you can't ask nobody. That is the most love of a son. That's the most precious thing. So when you say sacrifice, hold up a minute. Family first, then the community. I'm just saying. So I'm just saying today, people, I had something to say. Get it out my chest today. I got time today. So when you say sacrifice, don't come at Andrea Lynch because I sacrifice every day. And not that I'm okay with the sacrifice, because in the end, when I rest my soul, when I go on off to heaven, and my kids know my legacy, the one thing they can say is my mama done it all, good, bad, or indifference, on her own terms. And it's okay. And the sacrifice that I made, I'm not asking somebody to do it, because everybody can't do me. Everybody can't do what Andrea Lynch do. Everybody have to sacrifice and do family and do duty and do community in their own way. But don't ask me what I'm doing for my community when I know I'm doing the best I can for my community. Start asking what the other Black folks are doing for their community. Okay? Don't holler at me. Holler at me when you say I'm doing something for my community. Holler at me. I want you to. I want to hear that you're doing something for your community. I want to say you ain't doing Christmas. I'm going to take some Christmas toys to the homeless shelter this week. Holler at me. I want you to. I want to see your community service. I want to see it. Show me. Send me a picture. Email it to me. I want to see your community service. I want to see your community service. I want to see your community service, because I give a community service every day called 24 hours. When they sick, when they coughing, I want to see your community service. I want to. I'm starting to ask some Black folks where your community service is at. Okay? I want to see your community service. And it ain't about just giving money. It ain't about just giving money. Are you giving your time, your efforts, or are you talking? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I want to see your community service. Because my community is a lot. Legacy is the hard working woman on YouTube. I want to see, especially Black folks. Do you know it's a lot of Black children in the foster care agency that need to be adopted, could be a foster parent, but you know what? We ain't taking care of them. We ain't taking care of our own. Okay? I want to see your community service. Because my community service is, I told you, I've been a foster parent since I was 28 years old. I'm about to be 48 come January. I've been a foster parent that long. I have gave back. I have sacrificed to my community. But I would love to know, what community service are you doing? Not money, but what are you doing? Are you helping? You helping a foster parent? Are you helping a parent who ain't got a lot of money? Are you helping, giving back to the community? And then it ain't all about money. It's about time, effort. Don't say it. Don't tell me. Tell me what you're doing. Show me. I'm from Missouri. Show me. Because I will show you every day. When my kids get their report cards, I will show you every day. I take a picture of my children every day before they go to school. Because when somebody say, Miss Lynch, the kid didn't look right. Oh, hold on a minute. Let me see the picture. Because this how she looked when she left my house this morning. So tell me you're giving back to the community. I want to see it. And then come back and talk to Andrea Lynch about sacrifice and community. I'm just saying. Okay. Well, I got to go because my grandson, he a little under the weather. I love everybody. I say this. Us Black folks, stop asking other Black folks to do something. What are you doing? And just because we don't always agree, we can agree to disagree. We can agree to have a different opinion. But don't ever, as long as my name is Andrea Lynch, ask me if I'm sacrificing for the community. Because I'll say you're damn right. I sacrifice every day for the community. Every day for the community. Every day. Since I was 28 years old. Remember, I only had 2 biological kids. I had 6 children in my house at 28 years old. Sacrifice. So when you say sacrifice for the community, Holler at me if you sacrificing for the community. Tell me what you're doing. I want to know what you're doing in the community. I want to know. I want to know what's our Black folks doing in the community. Tell me. Send me a picture. Send me an email. Don't talk to me. Tell me. Because when you do that, then I know you're sacrificing. When you do that, I know you're giving back time to the community. Tell me, big brother, they have other things that you could do to help the community. Everybody don't gotta be a foster parent, but you can help one child. It takes a village to raise children. What did Whitney Houston say? Children are our future. Teach them well. That's what Whitney Houston said. So I'm gonna go on that note. I love everybody. But when you say sacrifice, yeah, that's a whole different story. I sacrifice. And the sacrifice that I did, it ain't that big a deal. It is what it is. It's called duty, obligation, family. And that's what all I got. I'll give you a piece of me. I'll show you how to do it. But when Olivia and Ezekiel get older and they say, Andrea Lynch is my mama, and Veronica and Quentin and Joaquin will say, my grandmother was a hardworking woman. She was crazy. She was witty. She was fun, but she gave her the best. So when you say sacrifice, just do that. Okay? I love you guys. I'll be back soon. Y'all enjoy yourselves. I will talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.
Love in the ocean, but if you wanna go insane, either way, baby, we could go on. We could do it all night. We could go all night, all night. Do we heal, do we bleed? I'ma follow your lead. We could go all night.
I've been calm, cool, collected, but you pushing on my nerves, and I'm knowing your intention, I'm under pressure. Okay, I'm admitting that a couple things I said got acidic in the tone, in the presence I get careless. Long as you know I come with imperfections. When you look at me, you see the soul through my flesh. You something special. Know you looking bomb, the way you dress it, gone flex it, hold it still and let my mind digest. You got the leverage, you got the upper handle on the situation. You worthy of a million more of the storms that we weather. We fight retreating, then fuck, but you trying to kill the cycle. When nobody's stressing that body like me, I know the way you like it. I treat you like a queen, run the castle.
We could do it all night. We could go all night.
Make sure you share this video out. Share, subscribe to the channel. I am trying to get to my 1,000. I appreciate everybody. And sometimes we need a good talking and telling you how we really feel. Okay? Y'all have a good day. Bye-bye.